Today we're taking a quick look at the screen sharing for Lumia Phones HD10 from Microsoft, their new Miracast solution for Windows phones and tablets. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, Danny Rubino here, Windows Phone Central, and yes, we have the new screen sharing for Lumia Phones device that is just hitting the market. If you're unfamiliar with this, it's basically a Miracast device that connects up to your TV so you can stream your phone or your tablet and share it with other people. And it's a pretty neat device. Now, Microsoft also has their Miracast dongle, which is a little bit different. It's actually more traditional. It just connects up to the back of the TV, and it's a traditional HDMI plug where you plug in. This one's a little bit different though. For one, it's more like an accessory for your TV. As you can see, the design there is certainly more appealing than, and I hate that word too, dongle, but that's what they are called. You know, dongles just don't look very good, although they're behind your TV. They're not easy to get to. This, on the other hand, though, connects up and it's meant to be seen. And so let's give a quick look here. I'll explain what everything is. On the back here, you have one HDMI outlet, so that's going to connect up to your TV directly. And over here is a micro USB plug, and this comes with an AC adapter, which you then plug into the wall, and that's where it gets its power from. Coming around to the front here, you have a little LED light, which then turns on to let you know it has power. As you can see, the bottom is actually neat. It's kind of ventilated as it gets, you know, a little bit warm here and there from streaming. And it's got little notches on the leg too to keep that above, you know, to give clearance for that. The device isn't too heavy. It's solidly built. It feels really good quality. It did come with a plastic strip around here to protect it, so it's really nice. But the real cool thing with this, what separates it from other Miracast systems out there, is this thing. You can see it's NFC on top. And the idea is you tap it and pair your phone to it. And so we'll demonstrate this in a few moments, but this is the really neat part, is this comes off. So this acts as a coaster, and the idea is this stays by your TV, and you can keep this by your couch or coffee table. And if you're sitting around with people and you want to share, say, photos or videos, you just give them this, they tap it to their phone, and it will pair up. And so it saves them from having to get up and walk over to the TV and use the NFC there, or the confusing part of you know, using the settings to actually manually connect. You can, of course, still manually connect anytime you want to, but this presumes some people, like older folks who may not be familiar with technology, have no idea what they're doing, and so this makes it a lot easier. So this is actually magnetic, and it just goes to the top. You flip it over this way, and you can see it actually stays on there pretty well, and it's definitely a neat selling point for this device. So we're going to plug it up now, and I'm going to show you actually how it pairs and how well it works. Everybody, we're back, and we successfully connected up our Microsoft screen sharing for Lumia Phones HD10, also known as the longest product name in the world, up to our 42-inch 1080p TV here in our bedroom. And as you can see, the default screen is kind of cool. It gives you basically some instructions on how to configure your phone and tablet to use it. Of course, they made it super simple with that little cool coaster thing, which I have here, which looks a lot like a beer coaster. Now, don't worry, if you were ever to lose this, you can of course still do everything manually, because you just go into your settings and then you basically connect the pair that way. This just makes it way easier, and I'm going to use my Lumia 830 here as a demonstration. So you take this and put it up to your device, and it's going to give you this little screen here, which I can actually dismiss, right? So I can check that box. It'll never show it to me again. It makes it even more fast to connect up. We hit accept, and it brings you right to the project my screen display, and then we're going to tap and pair up to the device. Now, like I said, that little NFC thing is really good for grandma or mom, dad, who have no idea what NFC and Miracast is. And so it just makes things a lot easier. So here we go. I got my Windows Phone now paired up, and you can see I got my full device displayed. Overall performance is pretty good. There isn't much stutter or lag. I mean, there is lag on the device. You can kind of see here, watch. So it was a split second, but that's all Miracast. You're always going to have that. It's not exactly one-to-one, but it's pretty close. So that works there perfectly. You may be wondering about video, which I guess is what everybody wants to use this for. So I have YouTube loaded up here, and we'll play a video.
We are all looking at this and thinking, I don't know why.
And so now I'm going to rotate the phone around, and in case you're wondering, it does do landscape.
We voluntarily invite pumpkin spice lattes, the coffee that tastes like a candle. And I don't mean.
And now I'm going to make it full screen. There we go. Now you can hear it stuttering a bit there as it buffers. But once it catches up, it's actually not too bad.
Even though there's no actual pumpkin in the drinks. Kind of like how everyone you meet calls himself a DJ all of a sudden.
Anyway, as you can see, the quality is pretty good. It's going to vary from app to app, so I noticed on a few YouTube apps the quality streams in HD, and that slows it down a little bit and it gets a little choppy. But the audio stays synced up, which is probably the most important thing, because when you're using Miracast, that can be an issue with video. Other than that, though, it seems to work very well. You can go into Cortana and do things there, and you can even load up Instagram and basically, you know, share photos and your experiences with people, which is really, of course, a great thing. In fact, there's a nice little video here. So you can see the quality, like I said, is actually very impressive. Although you can hear that stutter a little bit. That seems to be the case with a lot of Miracast systems, but your mileage may vary, and of course some of that might be dependent upon the processor and your Lumia 830. But there you go, there's a quick demonstration of the screen share ability with a Windows Phone and Lumia. Of course it works with any Miracast and NFC device out there. But head to Windows Phone Central for more information and tell us what you think and whether or not you're going to pick one up or you're just going to stick with another Miracast dongle. Take care, everybody.